Yo.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So there is something so great about making your own sauces from scratch, and the sauce that we will be making today is packed with flavor, providing a seriously tasty and comforting sandwich. So in my previous video we have looked at hollandaise sauce, which as mentioned led me to the world of emulsions. If you have not done so yet, go and check out the video. And also, if you have not seen my channel pilot video, go and have a look to see what my channel is all about, and subscribe if you are interested in following along. The links for the videos will be in the description. So having been exposed to emulsions, it was inevitable that mayonnaise would be my next experiment. I had previously known that mayonnaise had contained egg to some extent. However, I had no idea that it was just an emulsion made out of literally egg and oil. So in this video, I will be making mayonnaise from scratch using mayonnaise as a base for a creamy Caesar salad sauce, which I will then use to try and recreate a favorite sandwich of mine from a local store. So firstly, how does mayonnaise work? Well, mayonnaise is an oil and water emulsion, with the emulsifier being the egg yolk. The egg yolk contains lecithin, which has the ability to bind both water and oil. And remember, as the oil is dispersed through the water, they create a thicker consistency. As we are not working with heat, as in, for example, a hollandaise sauce, making mayonnaise is literally as simple as combining an egg yolk with drops of oil until all of our oil had been incorporated. The great thing about mayo is that you could use it as a base to create numerous other types of flavorful sauces. The biggest choice I would say in making your mayonnaise would be to choose the oil that you would want to use. Because I'm going with a Caesar salad sauce, I will be using olive oil. However, when choosing an oil to use in making your mayonnaise, think of what you're going to end up doing with it. We should choose the oil based on the flavor profile that you are going for. If you want to make a sushi mayo, maybe use vegetable oil or canola oil, for example, as neutral oils I have learned are more commonly used with Asian cuisines. So one tip I can give you is to try use fresh oil. I've tried making mayonnaise with an old-ish oil, and the taste was quite a tough one to appreciate. But let's get to it. So for the mayonnaise, I will be using 1 egg yolk and about 3/4 of a cup of olive oil. It is really that simple. Step 1 is pouring the oil almost literally 1 drop at a time while stirring vigorously. Guys, I cannot stress this enough. Pouring in too much oil at one time will undoubtedly cause your emulsion to break. Therefore, patience is the name of the game in this one. So if something goes wrong and your emulsion breaks, you can either throw it out or you can try doing one of the following. If your mayo is not necessarily coming together, stop adding the oil for 1 second and just continue to whisk to see if it makes a difference. If not, and your mayo is broken, try the following. Add a teaspoon of boiling or hot water to a new bowl and slowly add the broken sauce while continuing to mix vigorously. Add the broken sauce as if adding the oil in the first step. Or if your sauce is too thin and you would like to thicken it, add an egg yolk to a new bowl and very slowly mix in the thin sauce, again as if adding the oil in the first step. Patience really is key.
So as you guys see, my emulsion has reached a stage where it's basically gotten so thick that most of it is stuck in my whisk. So when you reach this point, don't stress because it's not broken or wrong or anything. What I do is just take a little bit of water and then basically just add a little splash. And quite interesting, you'll see once you add the water, the emulsion starts turning into the color of your normal mayonnaise. And how cool is that? Within a couple of minutes, we literally have homemade mayonnaise.
I will be using this now as a base to make my Caesar sauce. So now I get it, making your own mayonnaise might be extra to some of you. So if you don't want to make your own mayonnaise, you can follow along from here using any store-bought mayonnaise. So I'm not going to give a recipe for the sauce. Instead, I will provide you with ingredients that I have seen being used across most Caesar dressings that I've come across. Using these ingredients, I just basically add them to the mayonnaise until it reaches the flavor that I desire. That is one of the most important lessons that I have learned in the past couple of weeks. A lesson so simple that you don't really think about it well, I neglected it, but it provides profound results, and that is literally just to taste your food. That's it. Once you have tasted, you can add whatever you think is missing and then taste again. I will continue to do this until I have reached the flavor that I want. The ingredients I will add to my mayo are salt, Worcestershire, garlic paste, anchovy. Now, if you do not like anchovy, rather use blended capers. And to be honest with you guys, I'm also not the biggest fan of anchovies, but it kind of works in the sauce, so yeah, I just suck it up and use it. Lemon, vinegar, parmesan, and pepper. So I don't have a mortar and pestle or anything to really grate garlic so that I can make like a garlic paste with. So I've actually learned how to make garlic paste using my knife, which is actually a really neat trick. So finally chop up the garlic and add a little bit of salt, which really helps to make the garlic into a paste. So what I did was to basically just continuously chop the garlic up and then use the side of my knife to crush the garlic even further. Then I would gather up the garlic again and just literally continue the cycle until I have a nice garlic paste. I had the same issue with anchovy, so I just chopped them up real finely and used the backside of a fork to create the paste. Now that we have our ingredients, we can finally build our sauce. Right, so I am now satisfied with the taste of my sauce, and it is absolutely packed with flavor and is ready to be used on my sandwich. So let's get that bread. So that's it for this video, guys. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you have liked this video, and I will see you here next time.